Hi everyone, you're welcome to another food and nutrition class. I am your teacher, Mrs. Olayinka. In this week's class, we'll be looking at bulk purchasing. Bulk purchasing. So, I want you to get your writing materials and settle down in a comfortable place so you can hear me clearly. At the end of this class, I will expect that you should be able to define bulk purchasing. You should be able to give me some importance of bulk purchasing and then mention some factors to consider when buying in bulk. You should be able to define bulk purchasing, importance of bulk purchasing, and factors to consider when you're buying in bulk. So, what is bulk buying or what is bulk purchasing? The word bulk means large, heavy, many, as the case may be, or in the context that it's used. Now, bulk buying means buying goods in large quantity with a view of storing, like keeping it for future use. Buying goods in large quantity with the view or having the mindset of storing it for future use. Let's look at some advantages of bulk buying. When you buy in bulk, what are the advantages? Now, it is cheaper. That's the first advantage. It is very cheap when you buy in bulk compared to buying piecemeal or little by little. So when you buy in bulk, the price of each unit drops drastically. Now, the second advantage is that it makes ingredients readily available in the house. You have ingredients available because you have bought them in large quantities. So, anytime you want to prepare a particular meal, the ingredient for that meal is readily available. Then it allows for good menu planning. You can plan your menu the way you like. You can design your menu, you can organize your menu the way you want it because you have the ingredients or the foodstuff readily available. Once something has an advantage, you should be sure that there will be a disadvantage, even if it's just little. So let's look at some of the disadvantages of bulk buying. Okay, the first disadvantage is that it has high initial cost. So when you're buying initially, it costs a lot. Then number two is storage issues. Do you have a space to store it? Do you have storage facilities, a refrigerator, a freezer, a cupboard, a good place to store the food item you have bought in bulk? Take onions, for example. If you are buying onions in bulk or fish, as you can see from the picture, if you're buying fish in bulk, you have a freezer where you can store and keep it for a long time. Now, the third one is risk of spoilage. Now, if you don't have a good storage facility, there's a risk of spoilage. If you buy the fish in large quantity, then it gets spoiled if you don't have a good refrigerator or a good freezer. Now, temptation to overuse. If you buy in large quantity, you may end up overusing it. And it will lead to what? What do you think it will lead to when you overuse your food item in the house? Good, it leads to waste. You may waste it because it's so many and you feel that, oh, I have so many of this. Let me just use it in excess. It leads to waste. And the next thing is that limited product variety. You can only prepare a particular variety of dish because that's the goods you have in large quantity in the house. So if you have a bag of rice in the house, you tend to keep preparing rice over and over again because that's what you have in large quantity in the house or in bulk in the house. All right. So limited product variety. Let's look at some factors we need to consider when we are buying in bulk. Let's look at factors we need to consider when buying in bulk. The first one is availability of storage facility, like I said. Do you have a place to store it? Now, food in season. You tend to buy cheaper when the particular food is in season, like onions, even onions is in season, you buy it in bulk and store. But ensure you have a good storage facility. Sweet potatoes, fish, when those food items are in season, buy them in bulk and store well. Then size of the family, how many are you? If you're not too many in the family, don't buy so much. And if you're many, you can buy as much as you can use. Then amount of money available. Do you have the initial capital to buy in bulk. Then the quality of the food to be purchased. Ensure that you're buying fresh food commodities. That will help the food to last a long time. It will prolong the shelf life because you're buying a fresh food commodity, not a spoiled or about to spoil food commodity. Now let's look at some examples of items suitable for bulk buying or bulk purchasing. It's not all items you buy in bulk, especially when you don't have a good storage facility. Yes, it's not all items you buy in bulk. So I don't always advise that you buy in bulk when you don't have good storage facility. So what are some good products or items you can buy in bulk? We have non-perishable foods like pasta, sugar, we have flour, we have legumes like beans, we have rice, okay. Then we have cleaning supplies like disinfectants, bleach, detergents. Then we have toiletries, okay, you can keep soap for a long time, tissue paper, serviettes, you can keep those things, toothpaste, you can keep them for a long time. Then cooking oil, canned food, yes, you can buy them in bulk and then keep using until they get finished and then you restock. All right, in conclusion, buying in bulk is very, very important and it's very, very good for the housewife because it does a lot of things for the housewife. It saves the housewife of embarrassment when an unexpected guest comes visiting or in terms of emergency, the housewife has enough in the house to prepare, or maybe you need to do some food preparation at the time you know you're not planning, but because you have the food item available in the house, you can quickly do a little food menu planning. So it helps the housewife in many ways, and it has a lot of advantages. But ensure that you have a good storage facility before you can buy in bulk, and you have the money readily available. Those two are very, very cogent when it comes to buying in bulk. Okay, let's have these two as our assignment for the week. The first question says, what is bulk buying? And the other question says, give two advantages of bulk buying. All right, I'll be expecting your responses on the Google Classroom and in the comment section if you're watching online. Thank you for joining today's class. I really appreciate your patience and your attention in today's class. Thank you so much. I will see you in the next class. Enjoy the rest of the day. Bye.